Thank you for joining us for JD Advising's MPRE course. My name is Megan Jabori and I will be leading the course. Here at JD Advising, I help people pass the bar exam and the MPRE. I'm a course instructor and a private tutor. To get started today, I'd like to explain some background information regarding the MPRE. Most people sign up for the exam because they know they have to take it and pass it to become eventually licensed to practice law. But what is it? The MPRE is administered by the NCBE. The NCBE stands for the National Conference of Bar Examiners. And they administer the MPRE usually in the months of March, August, and November. The MPRE stands for the Multi-State Professional Responsibility Examination. So what does the MPRE test? What should you be studying in preparation for this examination? Well, according to the NCBE, they say that the purpose of the MPRE is to measure an examinee's knowledge and understanding of the established practices and standards related to the professional conduct of lawyers. The MPRE tests the disciplinary rules of professional conduct found in the American Bar Association's Model Rules of Professional Conduct, as well as the ABA's Model Rules of Judicial Conduct. However, the exam can also test the controlling constitutional decisions and generally accepted principles established in leading federal and state cases, as well as procedural and evidentiary rules. It's good to note that this examination will not test your state-specific rules regarding ethics and professional responsibility. The MPRE is composed of 60 questions, and you are given 2 hours to complete this exam. It's also good to know that only 50 of the 60 questions are scored. In other words, you will encounter 10 experimental questions. Most people say that they cannot tell the difference between an experimental question and an actually scored question, so it's best to answer as many questions as you can, if not all of the questions. This exam is scored on a scale of 50 to 150, and each jurisdiction is able to determine what is their own passing score. So you should check to see what your state's guidelines are for their passing score. But to clarify something that we receive a lot of questions on here at JD Advising, if you are in a jurisdiction like Michigan, and Michigan has stated that an 85 on the MPRE is considered passing, this does not mean that you need to receive an 85% to pass the exam. Instead, this means you need the scaled score of an 85. So if you're in a state like Michigan, where 85 is considered the passing score, this means you need to shoot to get about 32 to 34 correct out of 50. Or in other words, about a 64% will usually yield that passing score of an 85. So to get started, we're going to cover all of the different sections of the ABA Model Rules piece by piece.